What's going on, YouTube? Just want to point out some things I've noticed, some changes I've noticed in the bus life sector. Um, and I believe I know when it started. There's been a lot of people has lost their humbleness in the bus life sector. The appreciation and the doing it for the love and for the passion, or just doing it for a cause, making content for a cause, going live for a cause. Those things are no longer a factor. Um, I understand now that some people has uh, basically turned YouTube into a business. I guess it is a business already, but I guess they must have finally figured it out. Um, but besides that, there's a lot of soliciting going on. There's a lot of begging for donations going on. And some people are using a tactic that was used by Tommy Sotomayor and Mr. Skinny. Now, when those people use those tactics, um, it doesn't it doesn't bother me because I already know their character. Um, they do it to force their audience to donate. They basically threaten to cancel the show, threaten to shut the live down, threaten to stop speaking, or they'll basically entice you to pay them if you want to hear them speak on a certain topic. So, I mean, it's not really what you do, it's how you do it. You can ask for donations, you can suggest that if people want you to speak on a subject, that they send you the money. But that's not what I'm seeing, especially with Ears to the Streets. That's not what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a change in his attitude towards people and towards who he is now. And that change, it's amazing to see it, because what caused this change? And I realized that this all started over a Hellcat. This behavior shift all started over somebody else's Hellcat. So one man bought a Hellcat, and he said that is the donations that bought him the Hellcat. And then all of a sudden, because of that, Heirs to the Streets and one or two others are now upset with the subscribers. Their logic is basically those subscribers helped him buy that Hellcat. So I'm not gonna joke with my subscribers anymore. I'm not gonna play with them. I'm gonna be more firm with them, because now I know that the money that they're willing to pay to this guy to get him a Hellcat, they're gonna have to be willing to pay me that money as well. And that's the attitude that you're now treating people with. And now he's threatening people, blocking people. If anybody's familiar with Ears to the Streets channel, you know that that's one of those places where you can go and be a troll as long as you're not disrespectful. You don't have to. There is no special terms of being in that chat, because he was humble at the moment. He still had his sheep costume on. He didn't take his sheep mask off yet and show his true colors. So he was so appreciative, so appreciative. But he's not appreciative now. And it's not because of what he called wabbits. No. He just understands that the guy over there got a Hellcat, and he set his off for donations. That's all he understands. So right now it's fuck you. If you ain't donating, you can't comment. If you're a troll, you gotta pay. It's all that. But the same man was grateful for all of that. He was grateful for the trolls. He was grateful for the ghost watchers. He was grateful for the subscribers. It didn't matter about whether or not you were able to hit the Cash App. If you can't hit the Cash App, just give a like or subscribe or both. That was the position. That's not the position now. The position, I saw his live last night, and shit, they told the audience, I'm not gonna continue to speak unless you hit the Cash App. And then they went on with the story. Once the Cash App was hit, and they even checked it. It wasn't just being said. It was actually they was actually checking to confirm. Hey, I'm not gonna finish speak. Did somebody hit the Cash App? And they're like, hold on, let me check. Oh yeah, somebody hit it. Somebody. All right, now I'm gonna continue to speak. Wow, wow. If the people who this is being done to don't see it, now I can understand when they do it to when Skinny does it or Tommy does it, because the audience feeds off of hate. So the fact that they hate certain people or they hate people in general, they want to see or they want to hear negative. But you're making people pay to hear what you call the truth. What you say is the truth, you're making people pay to hear. And that's very questionable. It's very questionable. But we see the changes. We see the changes. Uh, the bus life sector has officially become a soliciting sector from the key players because they are soliciting for donations. And when you do that now, that means you can't have a boring show. That means every time you go on live, you have to have something interesting in order to get these donations. So expect the lies to become more sophisticated, ladies and gentlemen. Expect um, expect guest stars, coming to the show to help the show be more fun and more interesting. And the scripts, the scripts and the narratives are gonna come way more frequently now because they literally created a show. And if we know how the boss queen roll, she ain't on there for free, nigga. She ain't on there for free. So yeah, the Hellcat, man, the Hellcat has caused all these problems. But I want to end on this because these niggas, look how the Hellcat has caused all these problems. But let me tell you a secret. The donations didn't buy the Hellcat. The fucking donations didn't buy the Hellcat. The donations are still on that nigga's screen. That shit ain't reached the 15K. This nigga says anything to fuck with y'all head, and it works. And it fucking works. Because your hate for him is just as strong as his hate for you. And you can see it from your fucking behavior. Heirs to the Streets wants to be him. His hate is a jealous hate. It's an envy hate. It's not a hate because he's disgusted. It's a hate because he doesn't feel like that guy needs to be the one getting the money. He should be. That guy shouldn't be the one in that position with that audience. He should be. And that's the only reason why he hates that man. Other than that, Heirs to the Streets has nothing but respect for Mr. Skinny because everything Mr. Skinny does, Heirs to the Streets wants to do. Heirs to the Streets want that whole platform. So as soon as he quit his job, you're going to notice that he's going to have a whole new setup. He's going to have the lights, cameras, actions. He's going to have everything in the background. He's going to have the bells and whistles. Anytime you turn on his YouTube, go to his YouTube live. Remember Sis said that. Remember Sis said that. Because these niggas play checkers. And I can see what they're doing. So we're going to watch this saga play out. Hit the like button, subscribe if you never heard this before, if you never came to my channel. And thank you everybody for your support.